Hey, welcome back to YDG Cowboys. And of course, YDG stands for You're Doing Good Cowboys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoying your Tuesday. It's beautiful here in North Carolina. It's about 68 degrees. So, hope you're enjoying wherever you at, the weather, and I hope the weather's nice. So, we got some things to talk about. Of course, the draft is coming up soon. Couple of weeks. We got some players that should fall to us, and we got a few wide receivers that we're in limbo with on who you would take, as in Tedero McMillan from Arizona, I'm sorry, and we have Matthew Golden from Texas. And the question I got for you guys, who would you take? You want to leave it in your comments, you can. Me? I don't know, man. I like T-Mac. I really do. From Arizona. High point to ball. His catch radius is crazy. His vertical leap is crazy. He's not that fast. His route running is okay, but as in Dez would always say, he's always open. When you know, if you throw it, he's going to get the ball. One-on-ones, hands down, you can't do nothing with him. End zone play, red zone, he's a mismatch at all times. But I want to hear what Mel Kiper and Field Yates have to say. With Field Yates. Also, the other guy that we in limbo with is Matthew Golden. He's a route running technician, carving you up, always at the right spot when you need him to be, can catch the ball really, really well. And with his route running and speed and yak after the catch, which means yards after the catch, is very, very good. Separation is great. And very, very aggressive wide receiver. And very fast. So, I don't know. Dak is really, really good when he's playing with a wide receiver that can run really, really good routes. He's always been that way. So, I don't know. But T-Mac, he's the number one wide receiver coming out of the draft. So what do you do? You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'd be happy either way. T-Mac or Matthew Golden, so it doesn't matter. So let's just see what Mel Kiper said. Let's go down the list with our draft board and see what Mel has to say. So you got Tennessee, Cam Ward going with Tennessee. Cleveland Brown, you have Travis Hunter. Cleveland Brown needs a quarterback. And Travis Hunter is a player I would move up to get. I would definitely give up this year's 12th and a second next year. I sure would. This year's 12th and a second next year. Or next year's first and this year's second. Either or, I would do it for Travis Hunter. Two-way player. Wide receiver, one of the best wide receivers coming out of the draft, if you want to do that, and one of the best corners coming out of the draft. Two-way player. Then you got the Giants, Abdul Carter, edge from Penn State. Is a Michael Parsons. I'm going to do a Stephen Jones replica. Air quotes. So he's supposed to be a really good edge rusher, linebacker from Penn State. He's going to the Giants, supposedly. You have the Patriots, Will Campbell, offensive tackle from LSU. Supposed to be going To the Patriots, yep. And in our fifth spot, you got Jacksonville Jaguars, of course, with Mason Graham, defensive lineman tackle, going to Michigan. From Michigan. Mason Graham's a hell of a defensive lineman or defensive tackle, so I'd love to have Mason Graham. If you plan on trying to fix your trenches, Mason Graham would be a start. And I'm all about fixing the trenches. I hate to keep harping on it and talking about it, but the Eagles, that's one of the reasons why they were done so well this year, because both sides of the ball, you have Pro Bowlers on both sides of the ball, which is offensive line and defensive line. Go figure. So that would be a start with Mason Graham. But he's supposed to be, they got him going to Jacksonville Jaguars. You got the Raiders. Supposed to take this player that was supposed to be mocked to us all year long, which is a running back in Ashton Jeanty. Now, if Ashton Jeanty fell, and you had Tedero McMillan and you had Matthew Golden, to us at 12th, I would definitely go with Ashton Jeanty. We need a premier running back. The Cowboys has always had a premier running back, and that's who I would go with, Ashton Jeanty. And he's supposed to be mocked to the Raiders now. Jets, Armand McBobie. I'm sure I messed that name up, but that's okay. Offensive tackle from Missouri. He's supposed to be mocked to the Jets. Then you got Carolina. The Panthers. At number 8. At Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker is mocked to the Panthers. Edge, Georgia. Jalen Walker. And this is going to be surprising. Saints is up next in number 9. And I'm gonna run through this pretty quickly, guys, so just bear with me. Saints is up at number 9. They got Shedeur Sanders, which I've always said if he ever fell to 12th with the Cowboys, I would definitely take it. And I understand we picked up Joe Milton. I think it's his name, which is our backup quarterback, which is a Cam Newton type. That's who he's comped to, Cam Newton. 6'5", got an arm, cannon of an arm, and can run. I like him. But if Shedeur fell, Shedeur's a winner. And I'm not going to keep harping on it, but that's who I'm a Shedeur fan. Him being, the son of Deion Sanders. So then you got the Bears. So the Saints are taking Shedeur. And then you have the Bears with Tyler Warren from Penn State, which is the tight end, which is really, really good. So I like that. That's a really good pick. And I would, Tyler Warren, to me, I know we have Jake Ferguson, but Tyler Warren is a beast. He really is. Can catch. Route running is crazy. He can block. He can do everything you want as a tight end. Tyler Warren. All right, then you got San Francisco. Again, guys, bear with me. Now I'm doing this on the fly. You got San Francisco at number 11, and you got Kevin Banks, Jr., offensive tackle, Texas. Then you have Matthew Golden, wide receiver. Going next. And then Miami Dolphin is up. And you got cornerback Will Johnson, who some say he didn't run from Michigan. He didn't do his 40 times. So that's the reason why he's sliding. And he's supposed to be going to the Dolphins. Then you got the Colts with Colston Loveland, tight end, Michigan. Then you got Falcons up next at number 15, Mike Green, edge, Marshall. Then you have the Cardinals with Jahdae Barron. Now, they said, from what I'm hearing, a lot of our podcasters and YouTubers are saying Jahdae Barron is actually a better cornerback than Will Johnson, but that's to be determined because Will Johnson didn't run his 40 time. So, Jahdae Barron from Texas. All right. He's going to the Cardinals. You got the Bengals up next at number 17. Walter Nolan, which is a heck of a defensive tackle, which I wouldn't mind having. Some of these players, I would probably try to, if it was me, I'd maybe be aggressive and trade back into the first round. Maybe. I sure would. Walter Nolan is really good. He's supposed to be going to the Bengals. You got the Seahawks up next at number 18 with Gray Zabel, guard from North Dakota State. And you got Tampa, which is up next at number 19. Nick Amanawari, South Carolina safety. Okay. And then you got Denver Broncos up. Omarion Hampton. Now, I'm going to stay here for a minute. Omarion Hampton is marked to us on a lot of draft boards at number 12. But to me, he's a big bruising back, 6'2", 220-some, maybe 30-some pounds. Run through, break tackles, can catch out of the backfield. He can do everything. He's like a Derrick Henry, but he can catch. And power running football. I mean, so he's a power back, all-purpose yards, every down back. I'd love to have Omarion Hampton, but not in the first round. Sorry. I would trade back and get him late first round or early second. But he is the number 2 back coming out of the draft. So, Denver Broncos, Omarion Hampton, that's the reason why they gave up their starting running back to us this year. They're looking to get maybe a running back in the draft. And then you have the Steelers at number 21 with their Derek Harmon, defensive tackle out of Oregon. That'd be a good pick for them. And then you got the Chargers, Emeka Egbuka, which is another wide receiver that could, I had really thought about if they did a run on wide receivers and early part of the draft, I would definitely take Emeka Egbuka at number 12. I would for Ohio State because he is really good to be a really good number 2 for CeeDee Lamb. I sure would. So you got Emeka Egbuka going at 22 with the Chargers. Now you got the 23rd pick with the Packers, and you got Shannon Stewart, edge, Texas A&M. Then you have the Vikings, Donovan Jackson, guard, Ohio State, and you have Houston, Texas at number 25, Tedero McMillan. He dropped to 25th because at number 12 for the Cowboys, we picked Matthew Golden. Oh, well, so you got Tedero McMillan going with the Texans at number 25 for the 25th spot. And you got the Rams, LA Rams, Maxwell Harrison, cornerback, Kentucky. Then Ravens at 27th spot, Malik Starks, safety, Georgia. At the 28th spot, you have the Lions taking Michael Williams, edge, Georgia. I know his father. And then you have the Browns taking Jackson Dart, Ole Miss, really good quarterback. I would think the Steelers might have something to say about that. Then you have the Bills, Trey Amos, cornerback, Ole Miss. And then you have the Chiefs at 31st spot, Josh Connolly at offensive tackle, Oregon. You have the Eagles at the 31st pick as Jahard Campbell, linebacker, Alabama. So there's your picks, guys. That's what Mel Kiper and Phil Yates were saying. That's the new improved mock there. So they got us taking Matthew Golden at the 12th spot. which I don't know. I'm still out on that. Either taking Terrell McMillan or him at the 12th spot. I don't know. Guys, tell me what you think. Tell me what your thoughts. Hope everybody's well. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Talk to you soon. Peace.